let's have a look at the Delhi team. Ooh, I am excited about this team, and that is mainly because of their young captain, Shreyas Iyer. Young captain there. You've got a solid leadership with Ricky Ponting still carrying on, Mohammad Kaif still carrying on, and perhaps the only team, you talk about core of Indian players, you could play an 11-year Harsha with Indian players.
Except for Harshal Patel. You play Harshal players, and Harshal Patel, who's been in red hot form in domestic cricket, had the IPL being played in April, May, he was in tremendous form. You could look at the side thing. A lot of teams are built around their core 4 overseas players. This team is different in that it's built around its India players. Overseas players in this team are. And name Kagiso Rabada and tell me another. So this team is built around its India players. And a really good purchase. Jason Roy was not going to do anything for them. I don't think they'll mind playing Daniel Sams. They'll play both. They could play both Rabada if they don't need to play. They don't need to play Stoinis, or they can still play Stoinis as well because they've got Ashwin and Akshar. So the spin is covered with the Indians. They can choose between Carey and Hetmeyer to play that big hitting role.
Let's have a look at their squad once again. And Joy, you tell us, because they can play 1 to 6 Indians, right? That's what they have. Yeah. They of course have their top. You've got it sorted. Yeah, you've got Shikhar and Prithvi will open for you. You play captain Shreyas at 3, Rishabh at 4. Are you in agreement? I mean, does Rahane find a place then in the 11? Because you've got to open with him.
That's an interesting one. Do you play Rahane or not? Because in this team, you could easily play, 4 Indian batsmen, go and play after that, play Marcus Stoinis and Shimron Hetmeyer, because they're going to be finishers for you, and not have Rahane in that team. So it will be very interesting if this is the team where they've actually gone and bought Rahane. I'm not sure Rahane deserves money. It's going to be a definite first 11 place. The other interesting thing is, do not be at all surprised if the man who's the second highest wicket taker in IPL history still gets a game. On pitches like this, Amit Mishra is a devastating bowler. He's a devastating bowler. The ball will not reach you. I mean, you'll stand there, you'll have a cup of tea, you'll make a phone call home. The ball will still not reach you. He is such a wily bowler. On pitches like this, expect him to get games. And, people like Lamicharne and Ola only going to benefit from another guy like that around. So I think their spin attack is actually their Indian spin attack is quite something. I'm really excited about the Delhi team this year.
Yeah, well, Delhi last year, of course, made it to the playoffs after 7 years. So this is a team that is obviously moving in the right direction, a team that's not seen much of that. So, and of course, consolidating on that this year, I guess that's why Joy is saying he's excited. Harsha, you had another point about Delhi?
Yeah, there's only one reason you might want to play Ajinkya Rahane, which is become 140, 150 games, and Prithvi Shaw's job is to go out there and get them off to a flyer. They lose an early wicket. Rahane goes in at 3, and not playing an overseas player, it allows you to play Rabada, Sams, and Keemo Paul to bowl at the end, because Keemo Paul is a good death bowler. So it'll allow them to do that. Rarely had this kind of flexibility. You say, right, there's a 170, 180 track. I don't need Rahane. The other reason you could play Rahane, and I don't know how they put him in the 11, is I don't think Stoinis is a great finisher. Akshar is blow hot, blow cold, and Ashwin is now more a bowler than a batsman. I think one of the best finishers, strike rate upwards of 200 in the death overs, is Rishabh Pant. So I just wonder whether they might want to tell Rishabh, and you take the team through to the 20th over and provide that ammunition at the end. It won't be fair on him, because the more balls he plays, the better it is. He can do that at 4. Then Pant, Hetmeyer, that they've got that option, and that is why people in Delhi are this time hopeful, because they've got so many options.
Yes, but again, the same problem that they'll face is that they have people like Prithvi and Shreyas and Shikhar and Rishabh, of course, who like the ball coming onto the bat, right? They want that to happen, and that perhaps will not happen that much. So they may have the same problem that Mumbai has, a squad that is set up for different kind of pitches. But then again, those are the challenges, and that will be the fun.